What's wonderful is they're still using them.
In the nearby port of Cochin, local Suresh Moni reveals why the Malabar coast was such a stable trading partner for Zheng He and the Chinese in the 15th century.
Suresh, Zheng He stopped here on all 7 of his voyages. It was almost like a second home to him.
Yeah.
Ma Huan mentions that the people were very prosperous and happy. The Indian people here got along very well together. Now, why was that?
This has been a place in India, or Malabar coast, where the people actually have a very high religious harmony, in fact. We got Christians, Muslims, and Hindus all over here. They live together, they work together.
All these different religions, and yet everybody got along well together.
Oh, yes, of course. For example, you can see the mosque just behind us and the Christian church further down. And there's also a Hindu temple on the other side of the road.
Here in India, Zheng He found the kind of religious harmony he tried to forge in Sri Lanka. This stability, along with the flourishing pepper trade, made India China's biggest trading partner for the time. As we travel down the coast, we hear rumors of the world's largest wooden ship under construction. These backwaters are deceptively silent. The forests are teeming with activity and the production of trade goods.
One item to be found up in these trees is surprisingly useful. We're at a coconut processing factory. Here we've got the husk. This is from what the core comes from. Got a couple of guys unloading boats over here. Let's see what it looks like. Ma Huan describes at least 10 uses for the coconut. You can drink it, you can eat it, you can use the oil for cooking. The shell is good for cups and bowls. The tree is good for building houses, and the leaves for roofing those houses. But most important of all, it's the fiber that's made into rope and used for shipbuilding. This is unbelievable. More than twice the size of one of Vasco da Gama's ships. This is an Arab dhow made out of 100% Malaysian teak and destined to be sailed over to the Middle East in the next couple of weeks. Just look at the size of that piece of wood they just brought aboard. It's probably the biggest wooden ship anyone's ever likely to see in the 21st century. Yet the great treasure ships were more than double this size.
But size alone can't guarantee the survival of these giants. Forces at home are already conspiring against them. In the 15th century, China was the world's great superpower, and Zheng He, its greatest explorer. His voyages took him thousands of miles across dangerous stretches of ocean. But his biggest threat was not to be found at sea. In 1402, an ambitious prince, Zhu Di, wages an all-out battle for the Dragon Throne. he installs himself as emperor. The tradition-bound Confucians are suspicious of Judi's ambition. They warn him the heavens are angry and will one day take revenge. According to a Persian envoy, it was like the light of 100,000 torches. To many, it was proof that the emperor Judi had lost the mandate of heaven. If the treasure fleet were to be halted, it would bring China's trade with the outside world to an end. But that isn't all that's at stake. An unprecedented period of cultural exchange is threatened with extinction. It's said that China's most famous martial art, Kung Fu, originated in India.
In Kerala, Sunil Kumar's family has practiced the traditional South Indian martial art of Kalari for generations.